What does a martyr mean in a relationship?
A martyr means a person that is being unhappy in their life and you're offering help to them. I'm going to help you with this. Do you need support? I'll bring somebody to help you. You need this, you're struggling with this. And they refuse the support because they are, it's almost like subconsciously, they prefer to sit in the martyr situation. So you see how much I suffer for us and the relationship.
And I'm not willing to receive support unless it's like you sacrificing more to like be miserable with me or something.
When they become competitive because it happens to men and it happens to women. They become competitive. The woman starts saying, I am so tired. I'm taking care of the kids. I also have a job. I'm doing all these things. I'm putting all my efforts. I'm making you food. I'm all this thing. I'm exhausted. And then the man says, well, I've been working on this, that, trying to bring more money to the household. I'm doing all these things. I suffer more than you. No, you suffer more than me. And you're literally taking an accountability of who is suffering more, and you're making the other person the subject of all your suffering. Yet, when the other person tries to support you, you say no. Because how do I explain
Why wouldn't
this?
people receive their support if they're in a martyr position?
Why wouldn't they receive the support?
Yeah, why won't you receive it? If you're so overwhelmed and so stressed and have suffering so much in a relationship, why not just receive the support and set yourself free?
I believe it comes from two different things. But this is my personal belief. Again, I'm not an expert, but this is what I think. I think one of them is sometimes, it can happen to all of us, there's moments in which you get used to an emotion. Over and over again, you repeat that emotion inside of you. It becomes you. It becomes your reality and your version of reality. And when a solution is being offered to change that, perhaps you don't want it to change because you're getting the attention that you need from being a martyr, in this case, from being a victim of what's happening. It's almost like a subconscious game that inside of you, you want to be freed of this, but subconsciously you don't want to, because you are getting the attention that you want by saying, look at all what I'm doing. And
look at my suffering.
Look at my suffering. And the other thing is, because your suffering perhaps is validating you, your existence. Because if I get help, if I do these things, then what am I here for?
I'm not needed anymore.
Then I'm not worthy. So it's so obviously, I think it's subconsciously that I think this is happening inside. If you help me, and I'm used to arguing with you, and unless there's an argument in my life, I don't feel alive, because I'm used to all the chemicals and the emotions that an argument brings. I don't want to change that, because this is me. So if I don't have these things, no, I mean, I do.
You want to change it, but it's your identity.
You say you want to change it, but you really don't want to change it.
Yeah.
Because it has become your identity. It literally has become your identity, I think. And so it's kind of like comes both ways. Chemically, you're feeling the emotions, and unless you feel those emotions, you don't feel alive. And the other thing is, if I get all the help and all the stuff, how am I going to get the emotions I was getting for being a martyr?
Yeah.
And if I get the help, then am I really worth as a person?
Yes.
Because perhaps me being a martyr proves that I exist, that I'm worthy of your love and recognition and validation. I don't know. This is probably.
Don't become martyrs. That's going to make your relationships suffer for sure. The next one is they don't use their emotions as weapons.
Would you want to say an example of that one?
Not using your emotion as weapons?
Yes.
I don't really feel like I have a lot of extreme emotions.
No, you don't.
That I would use as a weapon. So I don't know if I understand this. But I have had previous relationships where, the people I chose would use like the silent treatment emotion. It was like not talking to me for days as like a weapon. It's like, I'm not going to speak to you. I'm not going to talk to you. Or I'm going to explode on you if I think you did something wrong.
Would they tell you what you were wrong at?
Maybe, maybe not, but it's just
Okay.
more of like using it as a weapon to try to get, I guess, me to come back and apologize or like do something differently. But really it was like trying to get me to change the person I am to make them feel
Yeah.
safe. And then if I would change, they would keep doing it to change more and more until I've just become a shell of a person. So using either like a screaming or a sadness emotion or a silent treatment emotion to try to manipulate or weaponize relationship dynamics.
It's a manipulation.
I think it's very, it's very destructive. It's exhausting. It's confusing. It's emotionally scary. All these things. It doesn't make you feel like you have a safe nervous system when the person you love and have committed to emotionally, sexually, spiritually, all these different things, if they're playing emotional games with you, and if they're not just communicating consciously, hey, I've got an issue with this. Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
And I think that's what, mentally strong couples don't do is they don't weaponize their emotions. They communicate their emotions calmly, or at least consciously. Maybe you're not going to be this perfect, like, you're hurt me and I'm going to be loving towards you right now. But you're going to say, listen, something's really bothering me and I want to speak to you about it. I don't want to get angry. I want us to have a calm conversation, but I'm really heightened emotion and I want to feel safe. Can you listen to me for a little bit? It's like learning how to approach emotional subjects without weaponizing your emotions.
I didn't have an experience in the past of like the silent treatment.
Yeah.
That's got to be horrible.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not. And these are things that highly narcissistic people use. And in my mind, I think they're using them to tame you. Like if you're training a dog or something, it's just horrible. But however, I did experience this type of thing. I'm sharing something and the person saying, don't bring this up because it makes me angry. And it does. And then, blah, 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 and then you end up not discussing that thing that you really wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
And so then they're weaponizing the emotion. This thing makes me angry. If you bring it up ever, I'm just whatever.
Sure.
So then and little by little, you start quieting your voice.
Yeah.
Like it really starts happening.
Yeah. And in the previous episodes we talked about, conscious conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Like learning how to resolve conflict and not saying, don't speak about this ever, or this makes me angry every time you say this.
Yeah.
There are probably like things that like frustrate me, or maybe I'm like, I don't want to have this conversation right now. But if it's important to you, and if we either say, hey, can we set a time to talk about this? If this is not a good time, can we schedule a time today, tomorrow to talk about this? Something's on my heart or my mind and I want to open up about it. And if we come to a place like we've talked about this before, whenever there is something on our heart or mind, we try to always talk about the good in the other person first.
Yes.
Like, hey, there's something bothering me right now, but gosh, I'm so grateful for you and how you show up for me. And you're always this in a positive way. But there's something that's been on my heart and mind that I just want to speak about that's frustrating me. I think when we lead with acknowledging so much of the good, it doesn't have to be 1,000 things, but acknowledging like, you showed up this week in a beautiful way, all here. But there's one thing that's like on my mind. I just want to talk about it. It's less threatening. You know what I mean? It's less like, otherwise you only bring up a problem or something that's on your heart and mind and you don't speak about the good. It makes the other person feel less valued for all the hard work they're putting into the relationship to try to show you love, care, support, patience, presence, all those things. And I just think you succeed in relationship more when you acknowledge the person and express gratitude towards the person before you bring up some challenge you're facing.
Yes.
I just think you're always going to do it.
Yeah.
You're always going to feel more love instead of frustration and resentment. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.